Everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today we are going to see how to create beautiful caustic effect very simply by playing with black and white maps. You can create your own map, or if you are interested in this scene, you can find the complete file and 6 beautiful caustic maps on my Patreon. We will also see how to create very beautiful God rays effect very simply. Okay, we start now. Okay, so now we are in 3dsmax and now I will just open a simple scene. So here, my scene, I just created a plane and a torus knot. Okay, so now what we want to do to start is to create a simple lighting. So I will create here a Vray light, move the Vray light above the torus knot, rotate a bit. Okay. Decrease the multiplier to a value of 5, and we will launch a render to see how it looks. Okay, we will change the material. Here, material, Vray material, and apply this material to the two objects. I will just up a bit the segment of my torus knot. I select the torus knot here, and I will change the segment to 200, like this, and the side to 60. Now what you want to do is to create something more cool for lighting, so I will select here my light, go to rectangle disk, and here in the directional I will select always for the preview, and I will up the directional. So if I up to 1, you can see here disk emitted by my Vray plane. I will just deactivate the lens effect, I don't need it. Okay, great. You can of course play with the directional here. I can decrease it to 0.95, and now it starts to look really cool. I will just decrease the multiplier, 1, and here I have a very cool result. I love the mood of the scene like this. Okay, you can of course go back in your light and change the type. Here, a disk. Now what you want to do is to create a caustic effect, so I will select this light here and just clone the light. Okay. I can now select this one and deactivate it. I have here my second light. I will open my material editor, go to maps, general, bitmap. For the bitmap I will select this one, this black and white 3 JPEG. You can of course see here the caustic I have created for my project, and you can of course find it on Patreon. But for the moment I will just play with this map, so I select the black and white 3 here, and I will link this bitmap to the maps here. Okay, I can now just relaunch the render, but you can see that nothing happened really. It's because the directional is very too low, so I will just up a bit the direction effect to 0.997, and now you can see the render. It's really cool. You can of course go back to your bitmap here, go to output and play with a curve, enable color map, and if I select this black point here and I go down, you can see here that it increases the black effect. It's really cool. You can of course play with the white here, with the highlight. Okay, I will now just up my radius. Okay, to try we will go to a directional to 1. But you can see that the texture is not really great here. It's because the sampling is not enough. So I will go here in the sampling menu and change the text resolution to something like 2K. So 2K resolution. And now you can see it's already better like this. Okay, I will now just decrease a bit the directional, 0.997. Okay, it's great like this. It's cool, but we don't want sharp edge for this effect. We want something more smooth and have more feather. So I will go back to the material editor, create a composite here, just turn off the render for the moment, link the bitmap to the layer 1, add another layer. For this layer I will add a general gradient ramp here, here for black, totally black. Here white, like this. And I will delete this one. Okay. I will now change the mode here to multiply, link the composite to the map slot, and we will see the result. Okay, so I will now launch a render again, and you can see a small feather here. We now improve the feather a bit. So I go back in the gradient. For the white, we play like this, and for the black, maybe something like this. Okay, so I can now change maybe the interpolation to ease in. And I think we have here something really better. I can, if I want, change the type here to a plane again. Up the size of the plane. But you can see here the feather is only in this direction. So we want a feather for this direction and this direction here too. So I will change the gradient type to radial. And here you can see something really cool like this. Okay, it's up to you to adjust to really create the feather you want for your effect. Okay, but I think it's really cool like this. I can now, if I want, go back to my light here and reactivate this light. Of course, I go here in option and I select invisible for this one. And here you can see the first line in addition to the second one. So I can now maybe decrease a bit the multiplier for the first one. 0.1. Maybe a bit bright. Maybe a value like this will be good. Okay, so now you have the basics to create this effect. I will just now play with my own caustic. So I will go back to my material editor, go to bitmap here, and maybe select the caustic 3. Yeah. Okay, great. If you want to create your own map, don't forget to export your file in that map, or you can simply create a PNG or JPEG sequence. Okay, so we can see here my move caustic effect. It's great. We can see here that the move is well import. And we can see here in the render, it's really cool like this. I can of course select this light and play with the directional, maybe like this. Really cool. Up the multiplier if I want. And if I go forward in my animation, we will see that the effect change. Great. Really cool. I can now maybe just go off if I want something more dark like this. Okay, it's a really cool effect too. I'll just decrease a bit the multiplier. Okay. You can of course go to your bitmap here, and in time you can play with the playback rate if you want something more speed or more slow for your animation. You can of course select the frame you want. Here in the start frame, maybe 50. And you can see it'll change in live. 20, 10. It's great. Okay, so this is basically the way to create this effect. So now what we want to do is to create God rays. So I will go here in rendering, environment, go to add, and select Vray fog environment. I will now relaunch render. For the fog distance and fog height, it seems to be good for me. I can change a bit the distance. 200. For the scatter bones, I love to up a bit this value to have a better render. The value of 4 is enough for me. You can play with the fog transparency here. White, nothing. And black, something really foggy. A value like this is great, I think. I can now go back to my caustic light here, select this one, and up the multiplier. You can of course play with the fog color, if you want to change the mood of the fog. But in my opinion, it's better to do this in post-production. What I love to do is just to export in black and white like this, and after you can go back here in the white balance, select the white balance and play with the temperature. It's really cool to create the mood you want for your effects. Play a bit with the tint. I can of course go back here to the bitmap, change my caustic, maybe this one. Of course I can just go back here in the curve and just activate the curve to have something here more natural like this. It's really cool. Okay guys, so it's over for this tutorial. I hope you've learned a lot of things. Don't forget the thumb up and to subscribe if you like my work. You can find the complete scene and all the caustic maps on my Patreon, and you can of course follow me on Instagram or beyond if you want. See you soon for the next tutorial guys. Bye.